Welcome to Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living. I'm so happy you're here today. Today is hashtag new to me. This is hosted by our wonderful friend Kimmy over at Kimmy's Kitchen and More. You can go over and check and see what she posts and what everyone else in this awesome collaboration posts. You never know what you're going to see. And if you're just like scrolling around and want to see something different, see what people are getting new to me, that don't mean you had to go out and buy it. It might be, and actually in a way, this is kind of a new to me experience that I'm going to show you today. Also, I'm going to include another state in my series of the states. And I hope you will enjoy that. But let me show you first what I did. Now, any of you that watch me regularly seen this blouse just recently. My daughter sent me a wonderful Temu Mother's Day gift, and this was in there. Actually, two of them very much made alike, but different patterns. The other is a paisley. This one I really like. I've gotten several compliments on it every time I wear it. But I was telling one of my friends the other day when I wore it, and she said how nice it was. I said, I really like it, but it's just a little ill-fitting. It just don't fit quite as well as I like. It's a size, it was a medium. I got the bright idea. I can just redo this and make it more comfortable. So let me show you what I did. You know, I had enough length in it that I thought I can cut out 2 inches off the bottom and put it in the sides. Now, you notice this is not perfection at its best, you guys. Here it is. I cut the piece off, sewed it here on both sides, and I went ahead and first off, I didn't make the armhole. I made it that much bigger, this much bigger, and I thought that was way too big. So then I did a dart. That's why you see the dart here. And at the end of this, I'll try it on and show it to you. And it made it fit perfectly. Now, let me tell you, this fabric's not the easiest stuff to sew with. I use pinking shears when I cut everything up, but I didn't cut along theirs. So at the very end, I went and I sewed zigzag all along the sides where it wouldn't fray as much. I'll show you at the end, okay? Stay tuned for that. Or somewhere toward the end. Now on to my state we're talking about. Last week we talked about Colorado. We are in Connecticut. Now, I think we've driven through Connecticut when we moved up to Maine one time, many years ago, from Florida. And this is a little picture of Connecticut. And let's see what it has to say about Connecticut. The name Connecticut comes from a Native American word named it's Quinatuquet. Quinnicutt. Okay, I butchered that all together. That was a Native American word, which means beside the long tidal river. Connecticut is called the Constitution State, and it's one of America's first 13 states. The famous author Noah Webster and Mark Twain both lived and wrote here. Okay, here's a little close-up of this, and we'll talk about that. It talks about hamburgers, cattle, pig branding, New Haven, Bridgeport, and America's oldest public library and steel mills. And in this little corner, Okay, some of this is kind of hard to read. Is the capital, and that's right here in the little north of the whole center of the state here. And it became the 5th state January 9th, 1788. And its nickname was Constitution State. The bird was American robin. The insect was a praying mantis. Shellfish was a eastern oyster. The tree was charter oak. And the song, Yankee Doodle Dandy. Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony. Stuck a feather in his, is it cap or hat? And called it macaroni. Okay, that's what this says. Let's look at our little, oh, one other thing. I looked in here for monuments. The only thing I seen here was Appalachian National Scenic Trail goes through Connecticut also, and names off several of the states where it goes through. Go ahead and read this part. Did you know that the trail is below 3,000 feet, meters, and the highest peak is 6,643 feet. It goes a long ways. I'll just show you a picture of that also right here. And in my little color book that I got at Dollar Tree, by the way, these are all from Dollar Tree. Don't forget to go to Dollar Tree and check and see what you see. You never know what you're going to see. Now, this whole picture shows more than Connecticut in this picture, the color. See right there? The fun fact, the oldest and the largest worldwide celebration of songs, dances, stories from life at the sea is the Sea Music Festival, held every June in Mystic Seaport. That's what it says about Connecticut. Okay, I don't want to keep this too long, and time I put an Indian on this and show you my shirt, it'd be about that time. So I'm gonna just stick with one book. And what I would love to know is, do you live in Connecticut? Have you known someone that lives in Connecticut? Have you been to Connecticut? And what do you know about Connecticut that we didn't mention here today? I would love to know that. All I know is we drove through there at one point in my life. I can't tell you a thing about it, but I know a little more than I did. Okay, here I have the shirt on, and you see I have the armholes just where they were, and right here is where I have it could be a little better, but I think that's not bad. What do you think, you guys? Could be pressed. Actually, this kind, even from whenever it came, and I washed it one time too, and you can still see a few wrinkles here, but I'm real happy with that. Let me put this down a little bit where you can see. See, it goes right to here, well past my waist. And I like shirts about this length. Anyway, so, and I just did a zigzag stitch here. And that's my shirt I did. Now, I'll have to tell you, the inside don't look quite as good as the outside because this kind of material does fray a lot. But I'm very happy with it, and oh my goodness, it feels much more comfortable than before. And my daughter does the best job at picking out things for me. Okay, that was new to me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will come back. I'm supposed to be giving me a haircut in the next few days, so I'm excited about that. It's getting a little, and I didn't do too much today with it, just brushed it out, and anyway. Go and check and see what everyone else in this awesome collaboration posts. And I hope and pray that you're having a great day. You know, that's the best thing in my life, and knowing that he cares for me and he's with me every day of my life. Okay, I'm going to say like, see that sign back there? Like, subscribe, comment, and share. See you next time. Always remember, Jesus loves you.